On your mark, get set. Let's go.
I can't do it. We'll do it live. Do it live! I'll write it and we'll do it live!
Mister, will you please wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up?
Good morning, Kevin Durant. You should have left California.
This Bronxexual upset me in having to bring this teenage idiot from Wisconsin into a sports conversation. Are you really surprised that the Cowboys are giving up on Ezekiel Elliott?
Whoa. Hell no! Well, no one cares about baseball.
Bitch, are you for real?
I believe that. Good morning. Welcome to the Draft Day Thursday edition of Snowman in the Morning. Glad to have y'all with us. And before we get to the draft and before we get to Totally Deets, and Deets is going to bring it. I'm just saying. There's a little bit of NBA business we need to take care of. Oh, wait. Yeah, there is some NBA business to take care of. And, you know, the playmaker said it best. It's a horrible week to be a fan of Wisconsin sports. The Milwaukee Bucks held a 16-point lead. 16 in the fourth quarter. Then Jimmy Butler rode to the rescue once again with a miraculous shot on a follow-up to tie the game at 118, and the Milwaukee Bucks are out. Damn. Here's Cole Johnson as he joins this morning. Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Happy draft day, everybody. Happy draft day to you, sir. And we'll now participate in a moment of silence for the Milwaukee Bucks as the number one overall seed of the NBA died a horrible death at the hands of the lowly Miami Heat.
Trays, 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 trays.
Thank you.
What the hell happened? I mean, what did Playmaker say Tuesday? That's this.
Oh, Lord. Oh, Ryan McCarthy. No credentials required fame. It's a 21 tray salute. Ready?
Okay.
Aim.
You asked for it.
Trays, 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 trays. Trays, 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 trays.
Run it.
Wow.
Aim. Hi. Trash. I'm sorry, my bad.
Ready? Aim. Pull. Trash.
Trash.
Set. Ha. Trash. Now I'm gonna have that in my head all day.
But
now I'm gonna have that in my head all day.
it is inexcusable to
be the number one overall seed,
A
and
team,
you get face planted.
a team,
You had every right to beat the hell out of.
a team that struggled at home to beat the Hawks in the play-in round,
Mm-hmm.
and it seems like the Bucks' confidence shook the moment Giannis fell down and messed his back up.
That sounded like an official sound off.
That sounds like an official sound off.
Do it again. Do it
Oh.
again.
Ready? And pull, trash.
Ready? Aim. Pull. Trace.
Trash. Oh my!
Giannis goes down, and so do the Bucks.
And I mean,
And this is a team that, this is a regular season team.
I
For the
did not want
past
you to,
2 years,
I did not want you to say that. But it's looking more like that though.
find the lie. The last 2 years, a high seed in the Eastern Conference.
It's
and
looking more like that. Yeah,
and-
they were number 3 seed last year.
And they lost in 7.
They lost the 7 conference semifinals to the
And they
Celtics.
got blown out in Game 7.
Yeah, and they didn't
Wait,
show
let
up
me
in Game
correct
7.
that. Game
Well,
6 and
well,
7.
I'm about to say they didn't show up in Game 6. They got blown out in Game 7, where they tried to show up, but
And they didn't
they
show up
checked out.
and they didn't show up in the final 12 minutes last night.
I don't get how you allow this team to just simply dog walk you in Game 1,
Mm-hmm.
and you showed no fight when you get to Miami.
Because, okay, I'm going to date myself here, but this series, though 5 games compared to the one I'm going to compare it to, which was the 1977 World Championship Series, that went 6. Games 3 and 4, Philadelphia had a chance to snatch 1 in the Pacific Northwest, and both times they got dog walked.
Mm-hmm.
They gave up 129 and 130 points in games 3 and 4. 3 and 4 here, 121 and 119. Oh, no. Oh, sorry. Go.
This 21 Trace Salute is brought to you by Ray Ray Trash Bags. Don't let your whole house stink to high heaven. Look for the clown with the hat on the box. Trust in Ray Ray Trash Bags.
Ready? Aim. Pull. Trash. I hate you for that. Now it's going to be in my head all day. It's gonna be in my...
I have done my job.
Yes, you have.
I mean,
There's a couple of other games we could do. We could give that salute to, but
True.
that'll be later.
Yeah, that will be later. I woke up this morning and I looked at the final score. I had a hard time wrapping my brain around it because they started off slow last night's game.
Yes.
Then they
In fact,
picked up
all
steam.
5 games. All 5 games.
All
in this
5 games
series,
they
they
trailed.
started slow.
Yeah, all 5 games they started slow. So, all right, so they showed some fight in the second quarter, and then they decided to just the second and third quarter, and then decided to, like you said, last 12 minutes decided to mail it in. And
if I were one of the 18th, hold up, let me get the correct attendance number here. If I were one of the 18,113 at Fiserv Forum, I'd want my money back. It pull trash, and this is for a 58 win
team. Yeah,
58.
no other team won more this season than them. So, the thought was,
And according to Caesar Sports, but according to Caesar Sportsbook, the line, y'all ready for this line? Because I started Brian's bet slips yesterday. That's one project I'm taking on, and I had to eliminate a couple of others. Milwaukee was favored by 13 points. They led by 16 at the end of 3.
End of 3. Mm-hmm.
And then, like you said, they decided to mail it in.
Yeah.
Courtney Harden joining us this morning. What's going on?
Real deal, baby. What's
deal,
up,
Courtney? I got a bone to pick with you.
Oh,
but
Lord.
he's heard that before. Anyway. I mean, I can't be mad at Miami for showing fight. If I were a fan of the Bucks, I'd be mad at them for not showing fight in the fourth quarter.
Mad at Miami? Look, so Oladipo goes out with an injury. Hero goes out with an injury. And this is the effort they give you. How can you be angry at the Heat?
You can't.
Undermanned, and they still beat a seed in 5 games.
Undermanned, undersized, and they blew the Bucks out in 5 games.
Yeah. Undermanned, undersized, and not as deep. And they still beat this team. They still beat the number 1 seed. No, number 1 overall seed, not just number 1 seed in the conference. You beat the number 1 overall seed in 5 games. How can anybody say, well, I fought the Heat?
You can't.
Oh, they were like, it's to the point where you saw a team of the Bucks.
Oops.
They looked at the Heat. They saw the number beside their team, which was 8, and they thought, oh, so we don't really have to really play until the conference semifinals. Okay, yeah, gentleman's sweep, and we'll just go on to the next round. And it looks like they took their performance from last year's conference semifinals matchup against the Celtics in games 6 and 7, and they transposed it to here. Because even before Giannis went down in game 1, they just weren't in sync.
Nope. They were not in sync, and it cost them. I mean, they get dog walked in game 1, surrender 130 points.
At home. You surrender 130 points at home. And in regulation time, not overtime.
Mm-hmm.
You surrender 130 points
in regulation.
And it's supposed to be one of the better defensive teams in the NBA. But they surrender 130 points against the Heat.
Here's how bad this series went. They surrendered 130, 122, 121, 119, and last night 128. And last night was the one that went overtime.
Mm-hmm. So you mean to tell me a team
they surrendered an average of 124 points.
So you mean to tell me a team that has Brook Lopez?
Let me get out the old calculator here because that's what we do here. So let me get the correct average while you go ahead.
All right. So you mean to tell me a team that has Brook Lopez and Giannis Antetokounmpo on the front court, Drew Holiday and Chris Middleton in the backcourt, and Bobby Portis off the bench? You have these guys who're supposed to solidify your defense, and some of the prowess is they play style defense. They allow this. Unreal.
I was right, and I did this without the calculator. Now I did it with the calculator. I was right. 124 points.
Unreal. Forget the 42 that came off the 56 too. That Butler scored in Game 5, but 42 he scored last night.
Right.
They had Bam. Yeah, they had Bam Adebayo playing looking like a point guard. And he's giving you triple-double energy. Really?
And that was the average.
He was giving you triple-double energy.
20 points, 10 rebounds, 10 assists.
They're making Bam looking like Magic Johnson. I'm like, what in the world is wrong with his defense?
It was non-existent.
Man.
And speaking of non-existent, how about this? Well, I kind of knew Cleveland would go down in 5 games. I didn't. I will admit.
Talk about them later. Yes. I'll admit I didn't think they was going to beat. I figured they was going to win 2.
You know what?
I did not think they were going to beat the Cavs in 5.
Cleveland was not legitimate to me all year long.
No, it was Donovan Mitchell and it was Donovan Mitchell, and you cross your fingers with anybody else. I don't care if it's Evan Mobley or Darius Garland. Somebody else step up. But that team was Donovan Mitchell and a stack of cards. And
you
hope the front play defense. I mean, that basically was it.
A lot of Cavalier fans won't like what I'm about to say, but I will continue to say it even in the midst of a certain group. But the legacy of the Cleveland Cavaliers, as I've said all along, is Craig Elo.
Oh, Lord.
Because Craig Elo actually played defense. Period. Craig Elo actually played defense.
Mm-hmm.
Courtney Harden says, "I'll have to get you both on my show. You're on."
All right.
I have a nagging back issue, and that stops a lot
of
your movements. No spins, lateral moves.
Lateral moves hurt. Up and down moves hurt. Giannis is searching for playing through. I don't fault him.
No. You don't fault Giannis, okay? Because if you physically can't go, you don't go. Giannis is about as old school as it gets.
Yeah, so my criticism of the Bucks is a total team criticism.
Yes.
Giannis, the dude, look, I have some lower back pain myself. I know, and you're correct, Cole.
Same.
The fact that he toughed it out games 3, 4, and 5
when he basically had no business doing it.
Yeah. Dude's a warrior. I have no problem with that.
I got no problem with Giannis either. It's the rest of the team, and if that
the rest of the team
is
other than maybe Chris Middleton for a couple games.
No, I criticize Chris.
I do criticize him.
But I do criticize people that thought Chris Middleton was the missing piece of the puzzle, given what happened last year.
Yeah.
And you saw in this series, it's the team's total relapse into last year against Boston.
Yeah, when they had a 3-2 series lead, they went back home
and
to Milwaukee, and they allowed Jason Tatum to have a showcase game.
Mm-hmm.
And that was the end. Unfortunately,
that was the end of that.
And I think that might be psyche wise. I mean, that might be the end of the current Bucks team when it comes to big time basketball.
Yep. And to think they just built that new arena, they celebrated a title in it in 2021, and now internally it's about to crumble because there's going to be a lot of changes. Lopez may be gone, Middleton may be gone, Holiday may go.
Ooh.
That team, as we know it, within the next year or two, is about to crumble.
Yeah.
And this is a team that had championship aspirations beyond 2021.
Yeah, as they should have. But my soul is made happy by Grayson Allen still having the ball in his hands and didn't get the shot up in time.
As time expired.
Dummy.
And now a selection from the Wonder Bread Choir for Grayson Allen and Grayson Allen only. Talking called You Talk Too Much. And now another selection from the Wonder Bread Choir dedicated to Hawk TV and the Cleveland Cavaliers, entitled Your Legacy is Craig Elo. What they say?
Mm-hmm. Now, you know
What?
we ain't talking about the Knicks Cavs yet. You slip them in there.
That's what the slate says.
I know.
That's what the slate. I'm going by what the slate said for once.
I know.
I'm going by what the slate says.
I know. We weren't quite finished talking about the Bucks and the Heat, but
You already finished it by saying, ready, aim, pull, trace. That ended that.
okay,
You ended
fine.
that 7.5 minutes ago by saying that. I mean,
Okay, fine.
we added a few 100,000 facts on top of it in 7.5 minutes, but you ended that.
Okay, fine. All right, I'm sorry. Doggone.
You ended that with, and
You're
now a selection from the Wonder Bread Choir entitled 21 Trace Salute, Milwaukee. That would, of course, be the extended version.
Never did a 21 gun salute make a choir happier.
Nor did it make my co-host happier.
Okay, so yeah,
That sound has got to. That's a drop now.
Oh Lord,
That's a drop now. I'm just
Ready?
saying.
and
Wait.
pull trash.
Hold on. I'm gonna improvise, just like we did with a certain chant, but I won't mention his name until later.
Oh Lord,
Hit it.
ready and pull trash.
Okay.
Oh Lord. And yes, and yes, Ryan, you're correct. We could probably do the same thing for the Cavaliers, since they also was a team that had the home court advantage, and they
Damn
also
good.
lost in 5 games. Yes.
We now pause for a moment of silence for the entire city of Cleveland as their playoff aspirations go bust behind the memory of Craig Elo.
And they remember that they have the same legacy as the Browns.
Trays, 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 trays. Trays, 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 trays.
Thank you so much. Appreciate that.
You are a fool. And to think Wise is going to be here later. Oh, dear.
Yeah. I'm expecting him to be as insufferable as a Stephen A. Smith would be. Yes, I'm
But see,
expecting it.
the difference is Stephen A. is insufferable about everything.
Yeah, yes, that's a really good point.
Stephen A. is insufferable even when he talks crap about the Cowboys.
Which I don't mind. But yes.
I don't either. But he's insufferable about any and everything, which is why his radio show got canceled 3 separate times. Oh, did I say that aloud?
The one thing that I want to say about the Knicks when Wise gets here, but the one thing I just as far as a radio personality that just grates my nerves about Stephen A. Smith,
Everything.
it's like he speaks as if he's on Ritalin. It's like he just has these.
He is on
he
Ritalin.
has these.
No,
It's
no,
like he has these sudden. It's like he has these sudden bursts of streams of consciousness. Pause. Pause. Pause.
Pause.
It's like, how in the... Come on, act like you're a human being behind the mic, Stephen A. Good Lord, you don't have to act as though
do
you're
one
on
more,
TV.
and I have do one more of those, and I have a question behind it.
All types of blue hell.
Yes, it should.
Wait a minute.
It
Wait a
should
minute.
engender that statement from Chris Bass. Yes,
What in the all types of blue hell?
yes. The presence that Stephen A. Smith has on the mic when it comes to a radio program should engender that statement right there for Chris Bass.
And on 3 separate occasions with Stephen A., and I didn't think this discussion would get to Stephen A., but considering we're talking about the Knicks, it's involved. You would, on 3 separate occasions, the Stephen A. Smith show got a
Tiger uppercut.
Oh Lord, Victor. This just in. The Shadow Realm has spread from Brooklyn and now has touched down in Cleveland. And and I do mind. Oh Lord. Goodness gracious.
Good Lord. Hey, Cleveland.
You fool!
And cool. How about the Nuggets? Yesterday we talked about it.
Round 2.
I love what Jokic did. Final 5 minutes of Game 5, Monday night. I loved it. Tuesday night. Loved it. He let everybody do their thing. Even let Jamal Murray cook. But the final minutes, my man was like, "Come on, you know where the ball's supposed to be. Give it to me." Love it.
You know who should have done that last night? I've got 2 names in mind, and you already know one of them. Wait, if I know you, you know both of them.
Well, I know you're referring to Embiid. I would also
three names. There are 2 names that should have done it last night, but didn't.
Well, Anthony Davis is one of them.
Yep, that's one.
Giannis does do it, so it's not him.
No, not him.
Let me see. I'm trying to think of all the games that were played.
The other should have been Domantas Sabonis.
That's what I was going to say. The issue I have, and I wanted to talk about. I'll talk about that in the second hour.
We will discuss the Warriors game a little later.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no!
Also, the Cleveland Cavaliers have a new sponsor, Shadow Realm Wireless.
For a signal you can't deny, whether it be what's up, David? For a signal you cannot deny, whether it be in the car or at the old Richfield Coliseum, Shadow Realm Wireless,
which now is a parking lot. Oh no, not a parking.
Can we turn that whole city into a parking lot?
I'm sorry, my bad. No. The Richfield Coliseum is no longer standing. It is a field. It's not even a parking lot. It's a field.
So it was in a field. Now it is a field.
It's a field. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And cool.
It was in a field with nothing around it, and now it is a field.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. And yes, cool. I'm looking forward to that Nuggets Sun series, and I think people are going to underestimate this the Nuggets, bro. Serious. I think they're going to underestimate
Denver in no more than 6.
Yeah.
And I say no more than 6 because I'll give a quick preview of this series. You know who's going to mess it up for Phoenix? Chris Paul.
Well, just pick how he's going to mess it up. Because he could do it with shoddy shots. Mm-hmm. He could do it by basically not showing up. He could do it by being injured. You could pick the ways he could mess that up.
How do you mess up a series? Let us count the ways, Chris Paul. I'll have David St. Dennis on this afternoon with Mike Debate. Actually, it's going to be a little later because I got a mic-to-mic plan with David. We're going to work out a time. But how do you mess up a series? Let us count the ways. Oh no, I don't think Screaming.
I don't think Screaming A is on Ritalin. I think he's speaking in tongues. Look, I would not want to have anybody sound like that if he's speaking in tongues. No.
I would not want to speak in tongues if it sounds like that.
The voice would be hoarse if they spoke in tongues like Stephen A.
The voice
like
would creep out of your throat. The voice box would be absolutely gone. You'd sound like Tom Thibodeau after a Bulls game.
I'm about to say he sounded raspy after every game.
Listen, Tom Thibodeau is raspy after every game.
I know that because he was an assistant coach in Houston. So yeah,
he was assistant coach in New York before he got the main job in New York.
Right,
and it was assistant coach in Boston.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no! Did I see Stephen A. get eviscerated by JJ Redick about?
And it only took one sentence.
And
not just him, Mad Dog Russo too. One sentence.
And that sentence said,
all right, let me see if I can. I don't know if I can remember verbatim, but JJ said to both Stephen A. and Mad Dog Russo on First Take yesterday, quote, "It's heavily apparent by the comments that I'm hearing from the both of you that you have not played one possession of big-time professional basketball." Close quote.
JJ Redick, this is for you. And this is in salute, kinda, to Stephen A.
Redick and pull. Trace.
Sonic boom.
The fact you could record that stuff is ridiculous.
What?
Ready? And pull. Trace.
That's as bad as. Hey, that's as bad as. And we'll definitely get to that later.
Oh my god! We definitely get into that.
We definitely are getting to that later.
Yeah.
Do me a favor, y'all. Show Jody some love. She's feeling very, very ill this morning, but she still had the power to tell me,
Mister, will you please wake up?
she's staying home today. So I am as well. So I want to make sure that she's okay. So if I suddenly take off, y'all know where I'm going. I want to make sure she's all right.
Okay.
But as far as the NBA playoffs go to this juncture, you can't make this stuff up.
To me, it's almost as advertised. The only surprise is the Heat Bucks series. It is to me as advertised. I figured we was going to have a whole ton of laughers, a couple of yawners, and have one series that's going to mean something, and another series that everybody had their focus on, which that pretty much is it.
Yep.
I mean, the one series everybody's focusing on is the Lakers Grizzlies, and the one series that was going to impress everybody and be the best of all 8 is the Kings Warriors.
Kings and Warriors. It's like, I will invoke Brother Wise. You look at that Heat Bucks series and you think,
"'Cause we take this job so serious."
The is that? And he did say. That's why I said no. You're not wrong. And yes, JD already did say high level. He could have said any level with them. That's the problem.
He should have said any level.
Any professional level, he could have been right on that. Because
Stephen A. and Mad Dog Russo. My next 2 words are the following:
"You fool!" And you have to understand the concept, the context of it all. So, Stephen A. called Kawhi Leonard, quote, "the worst superstar in today's game," close quote.
You
And-
fool!
And Mad Dog backed it up by saying, "Well, he should have gutted out after hearing that dude was playing on a torn meniscus."
Mad Dog.
You fool!
You know, and people wonder why Mike Francesa went on to a successful solo career as a sports talk host. Oh, did I say that?
And he must have some sense. I didn't hear the duo. I've heard that they're legendary in New York, but I didn't hear the duo.
Oh yeah, very legendary, very legendary.
I know about them. I know about both of. Yeah, I know about both of them. I knew about both of them before Mad Dog appeared on First Take, and I knew about the pairing. It's just I never heard them. I never heard their act on radio.
Look up some old stuff. Listen, my salute personally to the Milwaukee Bucks and the Cleveland Cadavers.
You're out.
You're out. Ready? And pull. Trace.
Victor again. I'm sorry. Stephanie A. Smitty. Headline Trace. Lord have mercy.
Ready? And pull. Trace. That wasn't even supposed to stick around.
No.
Good morning to CSTV and the folks out west from Reno, Nevada on Westward.
Tommy, what's up, baby?
Hey, what's up, Tom?
Glad you're up this early morning for you.
It's very early, but ready and pull. Trace. You know that sticks now.
Goodness gracious.
You know that sticks now, right?
That definitely was not planned. Thank you, Sissy93. Oh my
Sissy,
gosh.
thank you for that compliment. Wait a minute, it wasn't planned.
No, I didn't think of that up. I was like, okay, I'm thinking, okay, well, we're talking about the Bucks. Okay,
Yes.
Taps will be fine. So it's like, all of a sudden, I'm hearing the theme, the Taps playing in my head.
Yes. Yes.
And then I was like, oh, and then Ryan hits us with the 21 Trace salute. And I was like, oh, this is perfect. Ready? And boom, Trace.
Ready?
And now
Oh, Trace.
and now you recorded it.
Yeah, I had to have that one.
Oh Lord, Ryan, we need a 21 Trace salute for every elimination. It's now can. So what you're saying to me, Ryan, is the ready aim boom Trace is now like that's
It's now part of the vernacular.
That's what I'm saying. It's unique to Snowman in the morning, like Gone Fishing is unique to Inside the NBA when everything gets eliminated.
Yes. Yes.
Oh,
Right.
thank you, Ryan.
And pull Trace. And for those of you who don't think it's gonna happen, oh wait, I moved it. Well, I must ask a question. Hey, Bishop Bullwinkle,
Oh Lord.
should we eliminate that sound?
Hell no. To the no, no, no. Hell to the no. Hell to the no. To the no, no, no.
Okay, well, if you say we shouldn't,
Let's take a break. When we come back, we'll talk more on the NBA playoffs, and we'll get you ready for the second half of the show as we talk NFL draft. What do the Carolina Panthers choose? The offseason.
Oh,
Sorry.
oh Lord, I don't think they want to choose that. I don't think they want to choose that. They're choosing it themselves. Oh, but we're not talking about the draft right now. I'm sorry.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Back in a flash.
This is Snowman in the Morning.
The original Think Drink is back. Level up with proven ingredients formulated to crush your competition. No gimmicks, no jitters, no messing around. Just high-potency results that keep you moving day or night. There's a new nerd in town, and we came to play. Nerd Focus. Smarter than energy.
SeatGeek is the ticketing app for fans like the high five strangers got. Game-winning interception. First down. Just a nice, solid tackle. If you're in arm's length, you will be swapping skin with this extra berth. You see, he knows SeatGeek got him a great deal on tickets, so he can focus on what he does best, smacking palms. SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
This is a BS3 Network presentation. Politics.
They'll write the law, but they'll enforce it differently. Is that going to apply both ways?
Religion.
God never said that we can't reason together. Matter of fact, he said, let us sit and reason together.
Relationship.
I believe that everybody wants and needs somebody.
From a man's perspective.
They say, girls, if I put some polish on that and get him to buy some different clothes, girl, he could be a winner chicken dinner.
Join the thought engineer.
There's nothing wrong with me developing my piece and you developing your piece, but understand the goal is to come together.
And comedian John Yogi.
Negro, I don't need you putting on no chapstick up there in the pulpit. You do that over there in your chair.
Get ready for Monday. Live every Monday at 7 p.m. Central. Cause we take this job so serious.
The f*** is that? Sorry, pardon me. My apologies.
What in the all types of blue hell?
This is Snowman in the Morning with Cole Johnson.
And that happened live. Well, welcome back to Snowman in the Morning with Brian Snow, a.k.a. Snowman. I'm Cole Johnson. Yeah.
And wait.
Mm-hmm.
Here is what triggered that. Here's what elicited that reaction from Wise. We'll have Wise on in about 2 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
Here's what happened. A team took and soon as Cole hit Wise with that element, this happened.
Oh my goodness. Goodness gracious, this is hilarious.
Cause we take this job so serious.
The f*** is that? Sorry, pardon me. My apologies.
What in the all types of blue hell?
This is Snowman in the Morning with Cole Johnson.
Oh my God. That's right.
Now batting, hitting his coffee mug later, and celebrating his beloved Knicks. Number 4. What?
Hold on a second.
Oh boy.
And now batting, the man who was jealous of everybody's intros so visually, number 420, Wise El Jefe. Number 420.
Thank you. Thank you. I love you, my brother. I appreciate it. I came on just for that. When you sent me the message and said, I have a message for you. I have something special. Oh, see. Thank you. That's all I wanted, Cole. That's all I wanted, man.
Lord.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Does this mean I get mine back with the Shaft theme?
If I can fit one in, I will do that. But
brilliant. Cole,
Yeah,
see what has Victor always said? If Cole is late, he's cooking.
But wait, It was all Vicula's idea.
Oh Lord.
And that name.
It was all Victor's idea.
He does not call him Victor anymore. That's what
No,
makes it
he
so hilarious. He calls him Vicola. Yeah, so on Stuck in My Mind, when Wise had the playmaker on,
yes,
and I hopped in and I made a few comments. Wise let known his jealousy. I mean, he let known his feelings in terms of everybody has.
He said it right the first time.
Everybody has visual intros, but he have visual elements for their intros, but he does not. So
and Cole hit me with, but you get a special introduction every single time you come on.
You get unique. Yes.
Vic came up with the idea. Hey, maybe just the visual aspect of it, and Cole can do his special intro either way.
Yeah. So I figured, okay, let me pick. So let me pick a few picks of Wise that's flattering to the missus if she watches it, and I think you'll find it agreeable. That pretty much typifies him, and all the sports loves he has. And then I was like, okay, how can I end it? Oh, if I could find the right motif, act like his name or his number, I should say, is on pinstripes.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. I couldn't ask for a better intro.
Do it again.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Do it again.
All right. Now, that one was to bust your chops. This is what I wanted to introduce you as doing, if this was regular. And now batting, the man who was more annoying than Stephen A. Smith, number 420, Wise El Jefe. Number 420.
And all that because I sent a message in the chat.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy,
about calling it in 5. Did I not call it in 5?
No, you called it in 5. You called it in 5 before the play-in run, I think.
Yeah, he did. He did.
Yes.
Before the playoffs even started, he said Knicks in 5.
Yes.
And this is for Wise and Cole. Hey, Cleveland, take this. Ready? And pull. Trash.
No, they took a big fat.
Oh.
Yeah, they
do it again, Wise.
They took a big fat.
And again, this elicited the
Thank
reaction.
you, Wise.
Now,
what?
Now, Cool's trying to get. See,
thank you, Wise.
You know what?
I didn't know Cool didn't have one.
No, Cool doesn't have one.
His show does.
Not that I don't like him. His show does, though.
His show does.
Oh, his show has an intro, yeah. But I mean, when he comes on the show, he doesn't have an intro.
Right. That's what he was saying. He was alluding to that.
I feel you, Cool. I feel your pain. I'm no longer in that boat, so I can't. But I
playfully respond to Cool this way.
I don't remember asking you a thing.
Have mercy.
What we got, Wise? Bustelo? Is that good? That's the brew?
Some French vanilla almond milk. Yeah.
See, almond milk has become good for me. Oat milk and almond milk have become good for me now. It's become good for the belly.
You like almond, huh? I like coconut milk. That's what I like.
Yeah. I just got to find sweeteners or dairy that's gentle on the belly, since I have a few parts missing. You know?
Yeah. You might be right, Wild TV. I think in the long run, they probably would have wished they would have kept marketing, because they needed somebody.
They needed some distance shooters.
Yes. Yeah. They needed anybody who could give them points without having to do it off the dribble.
And with my thing was, I still don't believe what Stephen A. like. Oh, we still would have been better off with Donovan Mitchell.
No,
because you see what
you got the person you needed in Jalen Brunson.
Is the point guard we needed. That we didn't need anything else.
We needed
young pieces, and then after trade, adding Hart, so adding his Villanova brother to the team, and having that winning mindset that they come with from Villanova, from coming from the Wildcats, in that 2 national titles.
Yeah.
So they come in here and they want to win.
And it's good to see that attitude back with the Knicks. It's good to see it permeate throughout the entire team.
And I figured that would be the case, considering Thibodeau is the type that his style of coaching fits the city.
Mm-hmm.
Because, it's great if they have offensive continuity and flow.
But defense is calling.
That's what always has been the New York Knicks trade. Has been the defense.
Right.
Especially when from my era, me growing up, it's always been that
Oakley, Ewing,
nasty, tough, gritty, physical.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the
bully ball defense. Yeah. That's the Knicks to me. And I love it. I love it and I miss it.
The kind of team that gives you a
Tiger uppercut.
If you come down the lane, thinking you're going to get an easy basket, or they give you if you try to get a run on them. That's the kind of Knicks that needs to appear, and they've appeared.
And again, and I've been telling Cole the whole series, the Knicks have not played a complete game.
No, because offensive they've been off. For whatever reason, they've been off. But defensively, they've been on. Except for game 2, that defense has been on the money.
Now, 4 of the 4 wins by the Knicks, they surrendered only 97, 79, 93, and 95.
Ooh, that game 3. Man, game 3.
That game 3 was an ass whooping.
How they took the energy that you all put forth in MSG and just channeled.
They suffocated.
Just channeled that love. Just channeled that energy, and they good word, Brian, and just systematically suffocated the Cavs that game. I was like, wow, they don't stand a chance. Because they really don't stand a chance.
And I said after game 3, it goes no more than 5 games, because I was sure that the Knicks would win the series, but after I saw game 3 and they held Cleveland to 79 points, I said this series is over in Ohio. There's no way Cleveland sends us back to New York for game 6. There's no way.
And I'll give you Knicks the pat on the back, sir. First team this year that was held under 80 points.
Mm-hmm.
The Knicks defense did that,
and it's because they first of all, they didn't get rid of the other young studs that they got. Mitchell Robinson dominated the boards. There was no one. He was wiping every board in his area he was taking. Mitchell Robinson dominated on the offensive boards. He stepped up his game on the defensive boards. And this is losing Quentin Grimes.
Mm-hmm.
Julius Randle playing on a bad angle and getting it rolled over and missing the second half of this game. This just went to show you how deep this team is.
I want to talk to you about that. Yeah, well, I mean, to your point, to your point about the depth, you had off the bench Quigley doing his thing. So, just that alone, dude puts up 19 off the bench. And you don't account for that. And Toppin did a wonderful job the second half in Randall's place.
Mike Walczewski is singing everything at MSG now. I mean, I've never heard Mike Walczewski in his 30 years as a PA announcer for the Knicks, replacing the late, great John Condon, as energetic as he was in getting the playoffs started for New York. And like I said, this kind of Knicks team permeates through the entire organization.
Mm-hmm.
And you feel it. You felt you really felt it in game 3 when they suffocated the so-called high-flying Cleveland Cadavers. And I'm not changing that word.
But the thing was, Cleveland wasn't this offensive juggernaut.
No,
they were a great defensive team.
They
held the Knicks down because the Knicks was the number 4 scoring offense in the league, and they held the Knicks down.
Right.
What the thing was, the Knicks defense was just better than the Cavs defense.
The Knicks defense was better. Yeah, Knicks defense was better. Right.
Because we weren't gonna let it was gonna be either
go off.
It was gonna be the Darius Garland or Donovan Mitchell. Not two. So you see in game 2 how they both went
not
off.
them together.
Yeah,
Right.
we wasn't gonna allow them to go off again like that. We weren't gonna allow them. So what we did, we put Josh Hart on Donovan Mitchell, and Josh Hart played great defense on him.
Mm-hmm.
Great defense.
And I agree with you. That's a wonderful pickup for them. Because he basically is that defensive glue that a team like the Knicks need to have.
He's that dog. He's gonna get that loose ball. He's gonna get that rebound that's over. And it's contagious. When you bring that kind of
word I was looking for,
and when you bring that kind of energy,
word I was looking for.
When you bring that kind of energy, it's contagious.
You want to bring it too, right?
Everybody else seeing them do it, and now like we're getting this. Our dog is doing this. We doing this, and
we're doing this too.
And that's how their defense has been since he's been a part of the team. That was one of the biggest pickups.
Yeah, it was. Hot TV says, hot take for the crew. Bernie Bickerstaff Jr. is the next Lenny Wilkens. Well, he has to win a championship first.
Let me take
He does have a championship.
Let me take care of that.
Ready? Well, true.
And pull, Trash. That's for you, Hog TV, and that take.
And we'll have more. Hour number 2 begins now.
Time for hour 2 of this spectacular. Ryan McCoffey now joins us this morning.
That's what you need to do to beat Josh Allen. You need to make him uncomfortable.
Hour 2, time for some Spivey notes. And here's Jag.
Well, I know he's only in his 3rd year, but they're just wasting Justin Herbert.
Hour 2.
The hardest working content creator I know, the playmaker.
Hey, LeBron James, the greatest scorer of all time. Hey.
Hour 2.
The one, the only Christopher Dietz.
They rewarded Ohio State for not playing, and they punished USC for playing.
Hour 2. Sam Shady.
Oh, man. It's been a roller coaster ride if you were a Philadelphia Stars fan.
Hour 2. That's Big Ben, the man in charge of the BS3 network.
And if I see Kurt 2 Chainz Cousins out.
Hour 2, Chris Bay's joining us.
Oh my God! Oh, this game! Oh, way to go, Sammy!
Hour 2,
Wise El Jefe.
Oh man, I thought I missed it.
What in the all types of blue hell?
Time for hour 2 of this spectacular, and it starts right now. Rick and pull Trace. I'm sorry.
And now batting, a man who no longer is disgruntled as a Snowman and Morning Crew member, number 420, Wise El Jefe. Number 420.
That's going to get worn out, and I love it.
and he's going to do it on purpose. He's going to do it purposely.
Every time. With a different intro.
You want to ask? You want the visual? Here you go.
Every time. Every time.
No, but seriously, though, what do you think about it?
Oh, I love it. Cool. I told you that's all we needed was the visual, because the audio you take care of it every time. So, I gotta give Vic his props. It was his idea. Vic was Vic was trying to go along with a Cheech and Chong thing, and Cole was like, "No, I'm not having that."
No.
so Cole just made it spin to it. So I love it.
Speaking of which, I got a bone to pick with you, Cole.
I'm sorry.
Seems like everybody got a bone to pick with.
Let me pick my bone first. Vicola, why'd you have to make more work for me, bro? Why? Love you, man. I'm so sorry.
If I'm looking at this correctly, Cole, left corner. No, I'm not looking at this. Look at your right corner. Right top corner.
Above, yeah. We can see your back. Yeah, your back. Yeah.
Yeah. You know what? Let's do this.
No.
What happened?
You got.
Experiencing technical difficulties, please stand by. The host needs to collect himself for a moment or two. Please stand by. The host simply can't believe how people can be such dolts and idiots. Please stand by. We now return you to your regularly scheduled programming, already in progress.
This makes my week. I had no bones to pick with Cole. That was until he decided to turn my name into a Ricola commercial.
I couldn't stop laughing. I couldn't stop laughing.
That idea came to me 5 minutes before I went on with Ray. I was like, "Oh man, I think I have a good.
Yeah,
I haven't talked about Victor
you
Ray
led
in a
with
minute.
you led with the praise dance yesterday.
Yes, yes. Bicola.
I tell you what, when we were doing the dueling elements, we were and I would push a button, and then you push a button. You see the lime green pipe, and then you see the word with the Vicola. That got me. That got me right there. And then you followed it up with, "Look at the screen, son. Look at the screen."
Oh my god!
Look at the screen, son. Look at the screen. And then the coup de grace. I want you to see all this.
Oh, I thought you fit all this. I thought you fit all this. I thought you all this. Oh, good lord. Cool.
The war to end all wars.
Yeah. Cool.
I saw the outro.
Didn't see the Eagles lead outro last night. Check it out. That's hot fire. Thank you, bro. I appreciate that.
It's a cold hot fire outro.
Well,
Yes.
I'll put it this way. Cool dropped the message to me when he first saw it, and he said, and this is verbatim what he said to me, and this touched my heart because that's my brother right there. He said, "Quote, bro, you dope AF." Close quote. That counts as one of the highest ringing endorsements,
and
it's along the same as wise cursing about any creation I make.
And
I know if I get wise
add to-
cursing, I know I did my thing.
And I will add to that. I will add to that. That lie can't be found.
Bro, it's listen. When I said I wanted to pimp this man out, I wasn't kidding. Like, dude,
No, you weren't kidding.
The creation he makes, anything he's touched that I've seen has been fire. And it's like every time he makes another one, it's better than the previous one. So it's like you start, your intro be fire, and
I
then
appreciate it, Cole.
And then you start seeing all the other ones. You're like, damn, he's getting better with every video, man. Like,
that's what I hope. I hope I am.
Like,
The one he did for me when I came back from surgery last May, off of a suggestion from I think it was from Sick.
It was Sick Diggy.
We used the Shaft theme. You got me for that.
That one I had
You
wait.
got
That
me
one
with
I had waiting for 2 weeks. I was like, all right,
Yeah.
come back soon. I was like, all right, I'm gonna have that idea. Why not? I had that brewing for 2 weeks. I was like, all right, whenever he's ready, I'm gonna unveil it.
You brewed it for 2 weeks?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, you do me much honor with that. Y'all do me much honor with that. Let's take a break, and when we come back, well, actually, before we get to that,
okay.
Dear Los Angeles Fakers, ready?
And
trash.
Well, we can't do that yet because they're not eliminated, but they did take a big, fat, juicy, spectacular
because of
and because they have the oldest team in the league left standing, they might take 2 more of these.
Back in the Flash.
See ya.
This is Snowman in the Morning.
Here's an important message from the Diabetes Solution Center. Do you like pricking your fingers to test your blood sugar levels? No one does, but it's important to maintain your health. And now, by wearing a small remote device called a continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, you don't need to prick your fingers anymore. It's easy to use and helps you make more accurate diabetes treatment decisions. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now. And if you have Medicare or most major insurance coverage, you may be able to get a new CGM at little to no out-of-pocket cost. Shipping is free, and we'll even bill your insurance company for you. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now to learn how to end the painful finger sticks and get your own continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, at little to no out-of-pocket cost.
That's why we here on this platform.
Marriage, a loving splendor, a daily grind. Such is the case when Damien and Jamie get together and chop it up, for marriage is real.
Let's just lay it all out here. Let's just be real with it.
Join this wonderful couple who keeps it real and always in love. BS3 Network proudly presents Marriage is Real, where love is the only thing that matters. Live every Tuesday at 8:30 Central. Oh, and Jamie has something to say.
Deuces and trays.
SeatGeek is the ticketing app for fans like the high five strangers got. Game-winning interception. First down. Just a nice, solid tackle. If you're in arm's length, you will be swapping skin with this extrovert. You see, he knows SeatGeek got him a great deal on tickets, so he can focus on what he does best, smacking palms. SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
The original Think Drink is back. Level up with proven ingredients formulated to crush your competition. No gimmicks, no jitters, no messing around. Just high-potency results that keep you moving day or night. There's a new nerd in town, and we came to play. Nerd Focus. Smarter than energy.
Cause we take this job so serious.
Man, I went home that day and talked to my wife, Vicky. And Vicky was like, "What's wrong with you? You pissed off?" "Yeah, I got this partner I'm working with back in the radio station. Man. The Negro be lying." What in the all types of blue hell?
Yes, it's Snowman in the Morning with Cole Johnson.
I love Chris Bass
with
forever.
a straight face.
I love Chris Bass forever with that.
He said that with a straight face. All of us are cracking up. The chat's cracking up and lit up. And he says that with a straight face.
Barely cracked a smile. Yeah.
Barely cracked a smile. Barely cracked a smile. But that's the genius of Chris Bass. Welcome back.
Yes, it is.
Hour 2, Snowman in the Morning, along with Wise.
And now I'm batting the man who now is in his element. Number 420, Wise El Jefe. Number 420.
Oh man, I thought I missed it.
I saw the smoke. I had to do it.
I figured you would.
Oh man, I thought I missed it. Oh Lordy! Last night in Tennessee, the Memphis Grizzlies spanked the Lakers.
Yes, they did.
116 to 99. Let's see. There's a comment that Hawk TV. Hawk TV said they did what they were supposed to do, which is feature Anthony Davis. Here's the problem. Anthony Davis scored 31. He also only had 1/3 of their points.
Well, so you need somebody else to score with him.
And it certainly wasn't Yo Kang.
But he says, just wait. Yo Kang will close it out. Well,
lies.
Okay, so let's put it this way, sir.
Can I point a stat out, please, just to turn the knife a little bit in Hawk TV this morning?
Okay.
And
thank you, Vic. I appreciate
17. And thank you for that.
That's
Victor.
from the field. Yeah, that's from the field.
5 for 17.
And
17 shots.
There's
5 makes.
He made 5. And there's another stat that I think both you and I have said that this is tantamount to LeBron.
Mm-hmm.
He was 1 of 9 from 3.
Uh-huh. Oh, and
So-
what about Rui Hachimura? Only 9 points. After 28 in game one.
You will get a huge kick out of this, Mr. Snowman. You have bronze sexuals who are now saying,
"Oh dear,"
that Rui Hachimura can be the proper replacement for LeBron James.
Would you repeat that again?
Oh, I'll even put some stank on it.
Please do.
Bronze Sexual said, "Oh, I'm sorry. Let me do this. I know I know this is Thursday, so I had a conversation with a Bronze Sexual, but didn't know it because I thought I was talking to a Lakers fan." And this Bronze Sexual said, "Quote:
Mm-hmm.
Rui Hachimura can be the proper replacement for his king." Close quote.
He actually said proper replacement.
Yes.
I think it's
Yes,
time
sir.
for a commercial.
This moment of bronze sexual stupidity is brought to you by Hooked on Bronix. When you start talking like an idiotic bronze sexual, Hooked on Bronix can set you right. Call 1-800-YO-KANG. Real LJPM, now approve all this.
Paid for by the City 5th. I'm sorry. And now this word for stupid university.
So I realized that I think even though it's not advertised,
right,
there has to be a place for stupid people. We don't know because we're not stupid, so we don't know anything about it, like a secret club society.
Oh my gosh.
So I come to the conclusion that he graduated from SU, stupid university. Yeah, and all the stupid ass letters that go along with graduating high honors of being stupid. I can't do no more, man.
Vámonos, dominos, vámonos. Stupid university, where everyone graduates magna cum stupid.
No, I'm joking.
No, you're not. Play it. Go with it.
No.
No?
I'm not do that. Nah, I'm not gonna do that.
Then I will. Vicola!
Lord. Another stat for y'all. LeBron's 38. Here's a stat along with it, sir. Travel day today, game tomorrow. Now, if they take another L, travel day is Saturday, game Sunday.
Can anybody say Clippers versus Rockets 2015?
That is your 38. Yes, I know. It's written all over Wise's face. Yes, I know, Apis.
It is.
The way Wise is just looking.
Because it's my man A Pizzle pointed it out. It's not Wednesday.
Well,
I take I know
two.
they took an L, so it's a good reason why y'all talking about them. So
Right.
Because
but you're right, A Pizzle. It's not Wednesday, but Ray Ray has this to say.
Moan him.
But don't worry, A Pizzle. You be coming in. Your boys be coming to New York because A Pizzle's in Miami, ain't he? In that area, right?
Yeah. He's in Miami area.
I shouldn't do this, but I'm gonna do it anyway.
Oh Lord.
Yes, LeBron. It is you. It has always been you. It always will be you.
Victor says, every time I hear that stupid diversity ad, I thought, what if the words were Domino's Pizza?
That would be funny. That would be funny.
Oh gosh. And A Pizzle said, yeah, go a little bit north with the West Palm Beach area.
Yeah.
All right.
Domino's Pizza.
You're about to summon the lawman. No, I like the Bizarro. So I might have to play Jason Whitlock clip so I can get him back to Bizarro.
Matter of fact, do you have that handy?
What?
Do you have that mentality clip handy where he went off on Whitlock?
Let me see if I can find it. I'm gonna have to dig that one up. I know I have the short, but
by the way, check out Mentality Mondays at 2 p.m.
Matter of fact, play it.
Channel.
Well,
let's go ahead and roll the promo. Play it.
Okay. All right. Well, here's the promo for this week's show that's coming. That it is airing now.
We have a in New York. George Santos. You scum. You are scum.
Oh no.
But the reason he wants to serve his one term is because he wants health care for life.
Exactly.
But this dude is a piece of He's lied about everything that's come out of his mouth has been a lie. Oh yeah, my grandmother was in the Holocaust. Dude, your grandmother wasn't in no Holocaust. Stop lying. You get arrested in Brazil for whatever you did. And now you come here and you run for office and you win. People are just not too bright nowadays, man. How do you vote this man in office? How?
And the thing is, we weren't even talking about George Santos. Tune in to Mentality as it premieres every Monday, 2 p.m. Eastern, on the Coming Media YouTube channel, 8 p.m. Eastern on the Real Wise TV YouTube channel. And if you want to catch it tonight, or today, I should say, 4 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Central, 5 p.m. Eastern on BS3 Network via Roku TV. Thank you for your support. Thank you for Snowman Multimedia's support as well, as it airs on their YouTube channel.
Yes.
10 p.m. every night. Current episode airs Mondays, and then we'll mix it up throughout the course of the week. I think the best one.
And yes. for those who want to get their mouths running and juices flowing, you watch this week's episode. Wise curses out Boston yet again.
Well, duh. I told you I'm borrowing that stick, and I'm ending any baseball segment replacing the word Boston with Cubs. That's how I feel.
What you say, man?
Oh,
yeah,
goodness!
What are you about to say?
Who?
What are you about to say, Brian? I'm sorry, I missed that.
I'm sorry. I think that promo with him going off on Jason Whitlock was the best one.
Oh gosh, that segment had me rolling.
That had to be. That's the best one.
That segment had me rolling because I was thinking, okay, so he got rolling,
Then he stopped.
Then
When he thought better of it,
catch your breath.
I caught a slight breath, and then I asked a question, and he went in again. Then he stopped. I was about to catch a breath. Then he went back in. The line that got me in that whole, I think that this rant was about 10 minutes long. I mean, just that particular part of the rant was 10 minutes long because I mean he went in about 20 when it came to him. But that particular rant was 10 minutes long. The part that gets me, he says, you fat. Okay, I'm fat too, so I can talk about fat people.
I can talk about
fat, greasy. I was gone when he said that.
Without a smile.
Right.
He does this without a smile. And he just pauses like, you fat. And then he thinks about it.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden you just hear, okay, I'm fat, so I can talk about fat people.
I'm fat too, so I can talk about fat people.
Next Thursday.
I'm fat too, so I can talk about fat people. I'm like, what the?
Yep. Next Thursday on the Brian Snow Show, Jessica the Black Widow Borga will be on with me, MMA fighter who recently made her debut. So I will be happy to talk to her. And of course, tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern, I'll kick off the draft coverage on CSTV as well as the BS3 network, as well as all of our radio networks. So we're going to have some fun tonight. But back to Wise going in on Whitlock. It's like you said, with no Ritalin involved, he'd go in and then he'd pause and give you the feeling, okay, I could catch my breath. Nope, he goes right back in.
Because I got to think about it's. I think about who am I going to offend at that particular moment, right?
And I think when it comes to no one for your answer.
And when I thought about it, I was like, man, I'm fat too. So if I'm gonna offend this fat person, then if fat people get offended, hey, I'm one of you guys. So here we go.
When he said that, I was done. I was like, oh Lord.
And the way he paused.
Yeah.
In the middle of that. The way he paused.
It just happens. It's like,
yeah, it does.
It's not stuff like we rehearse. Me and Cole don't rehearse any of this stuff.
No, you don't. No. And that's the best part about it.
No.
Y'all just go.
It's a raw reaction right then and there. Yeah.
Y'all just go. Okay? And the way Cole 3 separate times nearly fell out of his seat.
I think it's been like 1 or 2 times that he told me what we were gonna do. At least one of the sides, like, oh, we're gonna touch on this episode.
Right.
But for the most part, every show I go in blind.
But he knows I'm not gonna mess him up.
Oh yeah, I don't worry about it.
Yeah,
I don't worry about it. Just go. All I know is my brother's gonna set me up, and here we go.
Yeah, I'm gonna set him up.
He's gonna lob it up, and Wise is gonna cram it down.
Whatever he puts there, I told him when we had the discussion. I said, whatever you put there, I know you're putting it there intentionally for me to come up to here and slam it.
And he's right. He's 100% correct.
So when he thinks of his segments, he thinks like, all right, I wonder what kind of
reaction. And then
that's exactly how I think.
And then Victor offers this thought. I thought it was funny that when he went in on Whitlock, and then he has an epiphany and says, "This is why Vicola calls me Bizarro."
Oh yeah, that's another funny part too. Okay, Vicola, you're right. This is why Bizarro Wise happens, because of Jason Whitlock. I'm like, Lord.
And then the best part about that whole rant, moron of the year.
That was my
moron of the year.
That one was one of my favorite. Yeah.
And I swear he set you up perfectly for those. He set you up perfectly.
Again, I did not plan. I did not say, okay, I think we need to create a segment for later on in the year. I didn't even do that. That was straight natural.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. What we do is unique in the fact that he knows what topics, like without even really he knows what he like, all right, we're gonna get this kind of reaction from this thing.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna get this reaction from this thing. It's this one right here I know is the one that's gonna get him to go.
Yeah.
And there's always an episode. There's always an episode with that. Like there's an
Mhm.
episode where, all right, we're gonna discuss this. And he says, but this, I know this is the topic right here where I'm gonna get the gold from. And it always happens to be, it's been Jason Whitlock.
Oh, he's zapped me. Cole has zapped me several hundred times.
Oh yeah,
because recently, well, let's just say there was a quote that Cole said and repeated to me, and I went completely berserk, and it spawned. If I can find it, it spawned this in the middle of the reaction.
You fool!
It spawned that in the middle of it.
It's beautiful when you can plan, when you know the talent and you know how they are, and you want to make sure that, especially with Wise and Mentality, you want to make sure that you highlight the intelligence and the humor at the same time with them.
Yes.
It's like, okay, I want to build that. So what topics can make people say, dang, Wise, I didn't know you knew that.
Oh, the one that got me though was when I told MAGA to take Jason Whitlock.
Oh gosh, that was hilarious.
Lord, that
take
was
take
the
him,
best.
take him, MAGA, take it.
Take him.
Wrap it around his neck and
take him, MAGA, take him.
Cole is just dying. He's just dying through the whole process. He's just take your hand and wrap it around, and it just happens. It just
take him, MAGA, take him. I'm like,
and I mean, Wise is pleading. He's pleading for MAGA to take him.
This was the perfect end of that segment when he said, "Look, I'm begging you, on Mentality, please, MAGA, embrace him." Embrace him with both hands around his neck.
Around his neck, yes.
I can't follow that with anything else.
Lord.
That's the best way to end that segment.
Anything else?
That's the best way to end that segment. I'm like, oh Lord. And then before it sets it up beautifully. Beforehand, he says, "Look, he wants to be embraced by MAGA so much. Well, he should. They should embrace him and just strangle the F out his neck."
I think that'll be my feature episode tonight that I'll play at 10 o'clock.
Oh man,
I'll make that. I'll make that the feature tonight.
It's too much fun doing. Look, I look forward to Fridays, man.
I do too.
Fridays, I do the show, and we have bass on, so you never know what bass is gonna say.
Oh,
yeah,
Lord.
that's Friday morning.
Fridays, but that's what I'm saying. Fridays are some of the best entertaining days for me because you get bass, and honestly, bass, he gives you that freedom when you watch him work. It makes you feel comfortable too, and you can just have this kind of sense of humor and still be professional about it, and still and have a good, and bass just does things. No change in blood pressure, nothing. It's just
nothing
comes out naturally, like nothing. And so when I watch bass, and I watch bass every Friday. When I'm done recording Mentality, I go and I watch bass, and it's because he talks to the people first of all. He talks to the people, and the people talk back to him.
Yeah,
he has a control of his audience that I would love to master. And how do you learn to master? You watch the master at work.
Watch him at work. Speaking of watching a master at work, we're going to celebrate this guy tomorrow as he is celebrating his 50th birthday, and everything is on the table. We're going to make Cole laugh so much in celebrating his birthday, and it's going to be total fun, honoring him the way that he honored me in celebrating my 50th birthday. We're going to return the favor tomorrow morning. Well, hang around. This is going to be fun.
Well, all you need to do is just put F Boston on loop for 2 hours from Wise, and I probably would laugh all 2 hours long.
Actually, you know what? Not only that, we got to put this on loop too. Ready? And pull. Trash. or
what in the all types of blue hell?
Or the one time that Cole had real technical difficulties because his internet went out. I think the last voice he heard. This is just to make you laugh. I think the last voice he heard was
Mister, will you please wake up?
And then everything went out.
That's about right. And then the next thing you know, I see a white screen. You're right about that. Oh, Victor. So this is what this is funny about this particular episode. Not the Jason Whitlock portion, the David Portnoy version. So I think it was a Tuesday. Wise hits me up DM style, and he says, "Okay, we're gonna talk about Dave Portnoy next episode." Okay.
Yeah.
All right, no problem. So I read up what that fool had to say, and I was like, "Yep, I know exactly what to do. I know exactly where to place it. I know I think I know what reaction I'm going to get from him." And even knowing that, I still and I totally forgot.
You weren't ready for.
No, I wasn't ready for it. I totally forgot that Portnoy is from the Boston area. Totally forgot about that. And this is with after me seeing him wearing a Celtics jersey. I totally forgot about that when I was in the midst of the conversation. And so when he just says, first of all, F Boston, I was done. I was like, why is he going in on Boston? He should go in on Barstool and Portnoy. But he set it up beautifully. I was like, oh, Lord.
And he's so calm. Why is it so calm when he does that? You know, you kind of know which way he's going to lean, but then again, you don't. I mean, he got situated, and then you just hear, first of all, Boston.
Yeah.
And like Cole, I lost it. When he said, that right there, I lost it.
It comes again. It comes for majority. It comes for the Boston Red Sox. Majority.
Yes.
It is for the
But
Boston.
this was an added bonus.
Then when you just start thinking about just the city in its whole, you really do.
That's what I'm saying.
Think of the way he just said that, ladies and gentlemen.
City in its whole.
Think of the way he just said that. Think of the way he just said that, and that adds a whole lot more to it.
It does when you think about it. When you think of it, it just brings out that reaction to me because,
like I said in this week's episode, my own father said the same thing. He actually said this is the most segregated city I've ever set foot in.
You would think it was and I brought it up.
Oh no!
You would think it was a city in the South.
Mm-hmm.
No, this is a city in northeast United States.
Yes, it is northeast of New York. Oh, I'm about to
look at the screen.
I know. I'm about to. I just wanted to give respect to what Wise was saying before I do.
Right.
But yeah, my father said that about a city that is northeast of New York. And understand, my father has lived in Houston for 50 years.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And at the time, he said that he lived in Houston for about almost 20, and lived in New Orleans for about 5 more. And the racist history of both cities is well documented. And he still said Boston is more segregated in his journeys than those two cities. I'm like, wow. Oh, and and I really do believe that Wise, when he sees these topics or hears it from me, he goes into the mind I lost.
Sorry, I lost it.
Was a good mind. The mind I lost.
Speaking of losses, one more.
The
mind
I lost.
Hey!
I will never.
I got him started. You gotta let him finish. You already got him started.
a break, and when we moon him, damn it,
lost it. I lost it.
Ready? And pull, Trash.
Sorry, I lost it.
One more break, and when we come back, speaking of losses, hey Sacramento, how do you feel right now? That, and we'll wrap it up after this.
It.
You push the button, please.
Lost it. Mm-mm. 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 I
This
lost
is
it.
Snowman in the morning.
Sorry. Hey.
The original Think Drink is back. Level up with proven ingredients formulated to crush your competition. No gimmicks, no jitters, no messing around. Just high potency results that keep you moving day or night. There's a new nerd in town, and we came to play. Nerd Focus. Smarter than energy.
Are you waking up in the morning with a sore jaw, headaches, maybe even ringing in your ears, all because you're grinding and clenching your teeth at night? That's exactly what was going on with me. That's when I found this, the Brux Night Guard. Now, the Brux Night Guard redirects the bite force away from the back teeth, reducing jaw pain while still protecting the teeth. This unique design is what makes Brux Night Guard different from all other traditional grind guards. Go to bruxnightguard.com and order yours today.
I want to do a TED Talk, but I don't have anything to talk about yet. I'm getting there.
Life is for the living. We're not here that long.
You can learn anything you want to learn without any money spent.
What do I really enjoy? What do I really want out of life?
I am your host, W-I-Z-E.
Are you in a life holding pattern? Well, this is for you. Welcome to the Stuck in My Mind podcast.
SeatGeek is the ticketing app for fans like the High Five Strangers guy. Game-winning interception. First down. Just a nice, solid tackle. If you're in arm's length, you will be swapping skin with this extra berth. You see, he knows SeatGeek got him a great deal on tickets, so he can focus on what he does best, smacking palms. SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
This moment of bronze sexual stupidity is brought to you by Hooked on Bronix. When you start talking like an idiotic bronze sexual, Hooked on Bronix can set you right. Call 1-800-YO-KANG.
Kang!
Real LJPN. Now approve all this.
You ain't got a lick of sense. I'm not saying, I'm just saying.
What?
Shut up.
None whatsoever, man. None whatsoever.
Just shut up.
Well, you know that's how they
Shut
think.
up.
King.
I know. That's why I'm. The musical notes of Cole Sports is brought to you by Funky Down Karaoke. Time to get down and funky on the karaoke mic.
Oh, that could be a show. We can make that a show. Funky Down Karaoke. Oka host it. You laugh. I'm serious.
That's why I wasn't laughing.
Because he knew I was serious.
Yes.
Lord.
This moment of bronze sexual stupidity is brought to you by Hooked on Bronix. When you start talking like an idiotic bronze sexual, Hooked on Bronix can set you right. Call 1-800-YO-KANG.
Kang!
Real LJPN. Now approve all this.
See, look, see. I'm not the only one who sensed it. See, McCarthy said something. Victor Locke.
I smell a spinoff. Lord have mercy. I agree. That would be a great show.
See,
y'all got no sense.
Wise 11 has a point there. Oh, I'm sorry, it's sick. And Clearwater Throat Cleanser, the lemon and honey drink to give your voice those tenor notes. Lord.
What did you start this morning?
What's that?
What did you start this morning?
What did I start this morning?
What did you start this morning? Because it all started with a moment of silence.
Oh, that's right, a moment of silence. Yeah. Ready? Aim. Pull. Trash. Yeah. Started with that.
And then I got the idea and recorded it, and we get
ready? Aim. Pull. Trash.
That's how the show started. That's how it started. I mean, I bring Cole on this morning, and the first thing he says, and now we pause for a moment of silence
for the Milwaukee Bucks. Then he plays the Trey song. And pull. Trash. And in the middle of that, he plays the Trey song. I'm like, Lord, why? We're supposed to have a moment of silence, but he's playing Trays.
Do it again. Why? Do it again.
We had a moment of silence for the Bucks.
Yes.
We had a moment of silence for the Bucks, and
that lasted about maybe a second long. And then
it wasn't even half a second, and then I hit this button.
Trays.
I could swear in the midst of me playing those 20 seconds,
I got a question.
Cole was laughing.
The year that Miami went to the finals and they lost, right? The bubble year, right?
Yeah, 2020. Yeah.
Yes.
Who did they beat on their way to the finals?
Well, one of the teams was the Bucks, and actually they beat the Celtics too.
It was the Bucks, though, right? The Bucks.
Yes. Yeah, they beat the Bucks. They beat the Bucks and the Celtics in route to the finals. Yeah.
And I'm me being Miami. We know we could beat the Bucks. So and the fact that Giannis goes down, that just gave Jimmy more fuel to this fire.
It did.
And it made him put up the never mind, I won't say the number.
And now
we're so far off the rails.
We return the train to an 18.
Hit the off the rails button if you would, sir.
Oh Lord. But yes, kudos to your Knicks. They now have home court advantage in this round. So game 1, Heat, Knicks, MSG Sunday.
5 games. 5 games.
What are you on? You said 5 games.
I said 5 games.
I think it depends on how healthy Randall is. I'll put it that way.
5 games.
If Randall's healthy, I'd say 6. If he's not, I still say 7. But I think the Knicks have the series though because they're the deeper team.
They're gonna look at Miami and go,
Yoga fire.
It'll start in New York and it'll end in New York.
And I'm not saying that because Wise is here. I would say that even if Wise wasn't here.
I say 6. I say 6 because
it'll start in New York and it'll end in New York.
Jimmy Butler, he backs it up. He backs what he's saying. He comes and play.
Yoga fire.
And I think if anyone that I feel can match what Jalen Brunson is doing right now, it would be Jimmy Butler. So, because those are 2 guys that they've been underrated their whole careers, and they just want to show that
what they can do.
Yeah.
Speaking of what they can do, how about the Warriors last night?
What did I say to you yesterday? What did I say to you yesterday?
I'm trying to think of the line that you used.
Mm-hmm.
Don't give a young team a chance.
No.
What was the other? What was?
No.
I got it wrong. Say it for me.
Don't give a young team that has potential confidence
Don't give a young team confidence.
You don't give a veteran team chances.
Don't give a young team confidence. Don't give a veteran team chances. Well, both happened last night because the Kings took a 36-33 lead at the end of one. And then from there, it was all Golden State. They win by 7, 123-116. And now they have a chance to close out the series in 6 games in San Francisco on Friday.
All the Warriors needed was one. That's all they needed, one.
That they had to get one. And what did I say yesterday? They had to get this one.
It's better to get this one than 7. Yes. Although the Warriors do have experience winning a game 7 on the road, it's better they win game 5 on the road.
Yeah, they needed they needed this one.
However, I don't think the series is over yet because, like I said, you can't give a young team that's an upstart that has all the talent that they have that the Kings have confidence. They feel as though if that shot from Harrison Barnes went in that bucket, that they would have come out of Chase Center with a W. So they feel as though if they put forth an extra possession of effort, they can. I'm not saying they will. I'm saying they can.
Right. They got the confidence.
Yeah,
they got the confidence. Speaking of which, you'll see this on TikTok and Instagram as I will make a couple of predictions for that game to help you folks get your bets down. Brian's Bet Slips made its debut yesterday. I'll have a pick today, and we'll have another pick tomorrow. I'll have a couple of picks today when it comes to the NFL draft. But the Warriors lead the series 3-2. And for some reason, I get the feeling that series is not done.
I do too.
I get this strange feeling. What did Charles Barkley say? The series does not begin
until the
road team wins.
And now the series begun.
Now the series begins. We got a few minutes left. And y'all know what today is. It's draft day.
Yes, it is.
I'll start with you, Cole. What do the Texans do, if anything? And I really capitalize the words, if anything.
I hate to say this. I really want the Texans to disappoint the casual fans. Because I'd want them to get an offensive lineman.
Yeah.
I really do. I want them to get an offensive lineman. And if not an offensive lineman, a pass rusher. I want them to get that for the number 2, but I know they're going to pick C.J. Stroud. I know they are.
Yeah, it just fits.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't mean in terms of fit for the team. It just fits what they've done. It just fits what they've done.
They won't trade up. I don't think they'll trade up. It's more like they would trade down.
What pick do they pick?
What, Texans?
Yeah,
they're number 2.
Go with
number 2 overall.
I say go with Carter, and then if you really want that quarterback, Richardson's going to be there where you pick later on.
You know what? Let me say this about Richardson. I wouldn't take a chance on him. I don't care which team it is. I wouldn't take a chance on Richardson.
Here's the issue with the Carter pick. It definitely is not talent, because Lord knows any young man that comes with that Georgia defense, they're loaded up with talent.
Yeah,
he has that off the field issue, and the Texans are the type of team where
are surrounded by off field issues.
And their policy normally is if you have any dirt like that on you, they don't want to fool with you.
Right.
However, how you're thinking wise, I'd want them to pick Carter.
Well, they need that.
Like I said, any offensive lineman or any pass rusher. That's what they need more than anything.
And Jalen Carter is that pass rusher.
Yeah.
He's that dog. That dog.
Mm-hmm. I'd be through the roof if they picked him. Seriously, I'd be through the roof if they picked him.
If they don't draft quarterback this year, they're talking about the quarterback draft.
The quarterback class next year is better. Yeah.
So
I wouldn't take a chance on Anthony Richardson. I am not sold on him.
So then go Carter and go another defensive player or offensive lineman.
Here's why I'm not sold on Anthony Richardson being a high draft pick, or Will Levis for that matter. Look at the way Anthony Richardson played against Georgia. That should tell you everything you need to know right there. That first half against Georgia should tell you everything you need to know.
The whole season for Anthony Richardson, he was up and down,
and barely up. And I say barely because he feasted against the teams he was supposed to feast against.
Yeah,
but then when it came to SEC play, he sucked.
Yeah, for every highlight play he would have just as big of a gaffe that you can also point to and say, "Doggone, you shouldn't do that."
For every highlight Richardson had, there were 3 or 4 lowlights mixed in.
Mm-hmm.
There are 3 or 4 lowlights mixed in. And then on your pro day, you ding one off the scoreboard? What? And people are saying, oh, wow, he hit
his arm strength. Yeah, look at his arm strength. Yeah.
Really? So you want to look at arm strength as opposed to accuracy?
Well,
I'm sorry.
Well, Ryan can tell you about that. Ryan says, if you have any dirt at all, I wouldn't want to be drafted by Houston, period. We all know what the McNair family is capable of after the Deshaun Watson debacle.
Ain't that the truth? Can we drop the mic there?
You see, that right there is why I cannot stand the McNair family. Mm-hmm. Because you now have this stain on the whole organization because of that mentality right there. And I'm not saying Ryan's wrong. He's 100% correct.
Yeah. Real quick, at 25, what do the Giants do?
That's a good question.
Oh man,
what do you think? What do you think your team? What does Big Blue do?
If my choice, if Zay Flowers is available, take him because this draft and receivers is pretty deep.
Yeah.
So if we can get one of the top receivers, I wouldn't mind taking a receiver or best player available. We've answered some concerns in free agency.
Mm-hmm.
We added a playmaker in Darren Waller.
Great pickup, by the way.
Yes.
Yeah.
If he's healthy, he's one of the best tight ends in football. So that's going to help Daniel Jones. Now we brought back Slayton and Shepard, but we still need that deep
wide
threat.
receiver.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
we need that deep threat. And I feel like if Daniel Jones is just going to get better because he finally has a coach. He has the talent, has the arm strength. He's shown that he can hold on to the ball and not turn the ball over last year. Now he has to show us, can he take his offense to the next level? Can he be that 25 TD guy?
Yeah.
We know he can run the rock. We know he is saying he has no problem running the ball. We want to see how you can do it. How can you do running an offense? And I think he's intelligent enough. He went to Duke. He has the smarts. He has the ability.
Well, I've got two. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Mark.
No, but now that he has actually had the coaching in place with Brian Dable, I'm excited, man, to see what they can surround him with offensively and see what they can do, especially on the line as well.
I've got 2 wild card picks for the 49ers in the 3rd round. Anton Harrison out of Oklahoma, offensive tackle, and strange as this sounds, Max Duggan, TCU.
I've been hearing a lot about Max Duggan going to the 49ers somewhere eventually.
Yeah. Max Duggan will get a call.
49ers?
I believe either Duggan or Bennett will get a call from the 49ers brass. Because you think about it, and I'll wrap this up quickly. Either one of them gets a call, that identifies their commitment to shoring up the position. I'll say more this afternoon. We got to get out of here. Have a great day. God bless. Remember to make your next move your best move. And always remember, if your dreams don't scare you, they're simply not big enough. Dream big, do bigger. Brian Snow Show this afternoon. Draft coverage tonight. We're out of here. See you tomorrow.
Peace.
And now leaving the field, The man who was happy that the Knicks are advancing to the Heat in the conference semifinals in the Eastern Conference in the NBA. Number 420, Wise El Jefe. Number 420.